Welcome to this week's edition of TigerTalk. My name is Will Kollmeyer. I'm the Vice President of Marketing and Community Relations at one of the premier two-year institutions in the entire country, Northeast Mississippi Community College. And oh, what a week we had this past week. First ever drive-through graduations. Thanks to the pandemic, we weren't able to have our normal inside Bonner Arnold Coliseum graduation ceremonies, but it was a huge hit, not only by our graduates, but their families. We loved hosting them. Our president, Dr. Ford, will join me in just a moment to recap that, along with a lot of other important information as we go forward this summer. Also, last week, we started the first week of summer school classes. Not too late to sign up for the second term of summer school. That'll start the first week of July. The fall classes begin August the 3rd. So if you're looking to jumpstart your career, or if you're a recent high school grad, you need to give us a call. This fall semester will be done before Thanksgiving. So you're going to go to school 4 days a week, which allows you a 3-day weekend every week, and you've got your semester done before Thanksgiving. Don't forget, we're affordable, convenient, and flexible. Our online education is second nationally among all community colleges. We're one of only 4 community colleges in the world designated as an Apple Distinguished School, so we've proven our innovative learning environment gets our students global ready. Without further delay, let's bring in our president, Dr. Ford, with his weekly message on this week's Tiger Talk. Dr. Ford?
Thank you again, Will, for giving us the opportunity to share with our Northeast family and all the employees of things that are going on. I know a lot of these things probably are going to be a little bit repetitious, but just need to remind everybody of some things and also keep them updated on some things that have happened, even though we've talked about them before. Our main objective right now, we're trying to get the campus open. We're trying to get it ready for July the 1st, which we will open up for our visitors to the public. We will open up to students, prospective students. Anyone who wants to receive assistance will be able to come on campus on July the 1st. We're trying to get as much signage as we possibly can throughout the campus right now, mainly in the offices, in the areas where students will be coming, especially in Ramsey Hall, in Holiday Hall, in Waller, all those places where we will have students and visitors coming in. Also, Burgess Activity Center, our fitness center, we will be opening on July the 1st also, with all the safety protocols and the CDC guidelines in place for that. Along with the signage, there will be a tremendous amount of cleaning going on and disinfecting, and also some petitions and guidances for plexiglass, those type things that needs to be separating visitors from all the other people that are coming on campus too. So safety is a huge important factor that we're considering there. So we're busy getting the campus ready to go. Also, Summer 1 classes started last week. And as you well know, Summer 1 and Summer 2 are fully online. We are planning to open the campus this fall for face-to-face classes on August the 3rd. So we're getting ready for that in the classroom with signage, with spacing signs, and also the protocols and guidelines that we need to use as far as before class and after class. In computer classes, the keyboards and everything like that after every class has got to be cleaned and must be ready for the next class coming in. As we look back on last week, we had a great week here at Northeast. We had all of our graduations that went through. There was a large number of our graduates that did come through on Thursday afternoon, and then again on Friday morning. And then Friday afternoon, we had our GED graduation, which was attended well by those students. So we want to say congratulations. You know, we would love to have a normal graduation where we would all gather in one place and walk across a stage and call a student's name and those type things. But as I told our cabinet last week, you know, those type graduations may be a thing of the past. A lot of things that we've been doing on a normal basis may be just simply now a piece of history. So we're looking at new things and the new normal as we often call it these days. I mentioned getting ready to open for classes on August the 3rd. We have suspended all extracurricular activities until August the 3rd. There will not be any of our band students, our football team, cheerleaders, campus country, any of the extracurricular activities will not be reporting until August the 3rd. We do have some major events coming up. We have our Mobile Learning Conference. Normally we have about 65 to 70 of those that attend face-to-face. This year we changed the format because of the COVID-19. We have a little bit over 1,400 attendees now that are coming to the Mobile Learning Conference, and this has become one of the largest mobile learning conferences in the South and possibly in the nation. We have 232 institutions that will be represented in the conference. We have 26 attendees that will be attending from 13 foreign countries. So we have a wide array of different individuals, and mostly all of them are educational personnel that will be attending. We have an all-star lineup of instructors that will be speaking and multiple opportunities to listen to different people on how to deliver online instruction, how to provide more instruction in the classroom. And as I've said many times before, the more information that you can put in front of a student, the better student that we would have at the end of the day. Taking a look at the fall and summer and fall enrollment, we have basically set records already in summer school. We have 1,222 summer school students that have signed up, and comparatively that to 603 in 2019. So we've pretty much doubled our enrollment for summer school. Keep in mind, a lot of those will be orientation students, but nevertheless, our enrollment for summer school is pretty much doubled. Fall enrollment is looking really good because we have 1,634 students that have registered for fall classes compared to 1,202 in 2019. So our enrollment is looking good, and the enrollment is going to play a big factor in making our budget that we have formulated for 2021. Chris Murphy and the budget committee has formulated a budget for 2021. Unfortunately, we didn't have the monies available that we normally have available. One thing that we did not touch, and that is salaries. And if we ever have to do a reduction in force or whatever, that would be the very last thing that we do. So basically, we had a 15% reduction on most all departmental budgets. We had a 0% reduction in salaries, and as I said, that would be something that we would never reduce unless it was absolutely necessary. The reason for the reduction in our budget is primarily due to the fact of tax revenue and collections coming in to the state agencies, the state treasury. At this point in time, it's about $100 million short of what was projected. Even the future months coming up is going to be very difficult times for the state. Basically, we got cut about $700,000 out of our budget that we normally would have had coming into the budget from the state appropriations. So naturally, that transferred on into our budgets, which we had to make that reduction, and it resulted in basically a 15% reduction of all departmental budgets. So enrollment is going to be a huge factor. We will be okay as far as our budget goes, money-wise, as long as we maintain our enrollment, and our goal of reaching 4,000 students is still up there. And hopefully if we do that, we will get the appropriations and the monies and things like that in order to keep us at the level that we are. And as I mentioned the other day to some of I think it was our cabinet or maybe administrative council one, that regardless of what happens with state budget, with our local budget, Northeast will continue to maintain the level of instruction that we are accustomed to, and our students and our prospective students are accustomed to. So the ability of Northeast Mississippi Community College to have the adaptability to change and fit the needs of our students is very important. And I think students are looking for an institution to go to that will adapt to their needs, and so we're going to continue on that path. So there'll be some more things coming up soon, possibly next week as we get into our Tiger Talk. But again, I want to say thank you again to all of our employees, to our faculty especially, because it's been very trying times for you to convert and to maintain the level of instruction that Northeast is so well noted for, and you are to be commended highly for that. I want to say thank you to our facilities and maintenance employees who have come in and worked during all this pandemic, all of our staff, admissions, housing, recruiting, everyone has come in and had just gotten together and said, hey, we're going to make this thing work regardless of what happens. So that's exactly what's happened, and that shows the character and the type of people that we have working at Northeast, and they're second to none. I'd rather have you guys, all of you, working for me than I would anyone else in the world. So we have some of the best in the world, and we're fortunate to have you here at Northeast working for us. So again, thank you. Everyone stay safe, and as always, go Tigers.
Thank you, Dr. Ford, and yes, go Tigers. Appreciate your time as always. Hey, before we wrap this show up, don't forget our recruiting office hosts a weekly Zoom meeting every Tuesday for students coming this fall. Parents, you're also invited to join us as well. It's a wonderful opportunity to get any questions answered on a wide range of topics as we get closer to starting the fall semester in early August. You can find the link of those Zoom meetings each week on our different social media accounts at the college. That's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Our Northeast Recruiting Office also provides the particulars each week on its Instagram account, NEMCC Recruiting. And with that, we put a bow on this week's show. We appreciate Michael Miller for all he does each week to get us on the air. So for our president, Dr. Ricky Ford, I'm Will Kollmeyer saying thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next week right here on Tiger Talk.